Hello students, welcome to my channel Shah classes. It's my pleasure to be a founder of the Evershine Coaching Center and help all my fellow and deserving students. I am Shah sir here. Today I am going to give you the complete detailed information of class 10th NCERT Science, the chapter number 2, Acid, Bases and Salts. Students, as you can see in this video, you will get the complete detailed quick revision of the entire chapter and also the very important questions related to this chapter. And I like to mention one thing before I could start this chapter. Kindly watch the complete chapter so that you will understand many basic concepts. And also this is similar like in your school, your teacher is completing the complete syllabus. Here I am going to complete the syllabus of this chapter in detail and depth, and also I am going to highlight those areas where how you can expect the question for your upcoming board exam. So children, utilize this opportunity. This is a great opportunity what you are going to get in today's class. Now, before we could start this class, I just like to tell you that still if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Shah classes, do subscribe and also mention to your friends to subscribe this channel and click the bell icon. Share this video as much as possible with your all friends so that definitely it will be very much helpful for those people. Let's begin with this class. Children, we'll just see some basic properties of acids. Okay, you can see here we are going to start with the concept acids. Let me see some basic properties of acids. Acids are the substances which have sour taste. So what is the taste of the acids? That is sour taste. And next point, they turn blue litmus solution to red. It means, remember children, let it be before or let it be after. If you get the color of the litmus red color, then we say that it is an acid. Example, I will take a beaker. I will just drop some solution in this. I have a solution. Now what I will do, I need to check whether this solution is acid or base. For sample number 1, what I do, I will take a blue litmus paper, I will dip inside this solution. Once I dip this inside the solution, if I dip this inside the solution, as we can see, first it is blue in color. As you can see, the color is blue. Assume the color of the litmus is blue. Once if we dip that inside the solution, if it is changing into red color, if that is changing into red color, now we can say that the given solution is an acid. Okay, देखिए अगर से आपके पास एक कुछ solution दिया गया है, उसमें आप blue litmus को dip कर रहे हैं और litmus paper वो पेपर के जैसा में आता है. ओके, सो ब्लू लिटमस को जब पेपर जो ब्लू लिटमस पेपर जो है वो जब आप सॉल्यूशन में डिप करेंगे, डालने के बाद उसको फिर बाहर निकालिए. अगर से वो ब्लू कलर जाके रेड कलर में चेंज हो रहा है तो हम उसको बोलते हैं कि ये जो सॉल्यूशन जो दिया गया था वो एसिडिक सॉल्यूशन है, वो एसिड है. ओके, इफ इट इज चेंजिंग इनटू रेड कलर देन इट इज एसिड. वन मोर सैंपल, आई विल टेक ए सॉल्यूशन इन सम बीकर. आई विल ऐड red litmus paper. Which litmus paper I have added? Red litmus paper into the solution. I have removed it. Again we can see it is red in color only. It means the given solution is acidic solution. It means it is acid. Any doubts? Children, do remember red is danger color. That is nothing but acid. If we get red or it remain red, then it is acid. Any doubts? I hope the concept is clear for you all. Understood? So this is one of the important question you can expect for your board exam. They may ask you in any of the form this topic, but the logic behind this is it should always remain red before or after to behave as an acid. And children's very important concept I just like to give you here, the very important point, they give H plus ions in aqueous solution. Okay, they give H plus ions. This H plus, that is nothing but hydrogen. They give which ions? They produce hydrogen ions in aqueous solution. Remember, you take any substance, once if you combine with any other substance, then it produces hydrogen ions. Which ions are producers? Which ions they are going to produce? H plus ions. That is nothing but they are said to be acid. अगर से आप कुछ भी रिएक्शन कर रहे हैं, एक सब्सटेंस को लेकर दूसरे सब्सटेंस के साथ में आप रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं, दोनों सब्सटेंस को, अगर से उसमें से आपको हाइड्रोजन गैस बाहर निकल रहा है, अगर से उसमें से कौन सा गैस बाहर निकल रहा है? हाइड्रोजन गैस बाहर निकल रहा है, तो आपको मानना है कि ये जो सब्सटेंस हम जो कंबाइन किए थे वो एसिड से रिएक्ट हुआ है, वो एसिड था. ओके, कोई भी सब्सटेंस अब एसिड से रिएक्ट करेंगे तो कौन सा गैस लिबरेट होगा? हाइड्रोजन गैस लिबरेट होगा. आपको ये चीज जरूर से याद रखना है. अंडरस्टूड? इफ यू रिएक्ट एनी सब्सटेंस विथ एन एसिड, if you react any substance with an acid, it gives which gas? Hydrogen gas. This is one of the very important question for your board exam. Understood? Because children, I can tell you that this question has repeated in many times in the board exam. So remember, usually you may get this question in your multiple choice questions, in the objective type questions or 1 mark related questions. Definitely you can expect this question in that type of main. Okay, so remember, if any acid reacts with any substance, later we discuss whether it is metal or non-metal, all those things we discuss in further topic, but here just I am telling you the hint, I am just giving you the hint. If any substance react with an acid, which gas is liberated? Hydrogen gas is liberated, and acid produces which ions? Hydrogen ions, that is H plus ions. And children, this point is not so much important, but still just you need to remember it. It's not so much important. That is, the term acid has been derived from the Latin word acidus. Remember, before that the name of the acid was acidus. The meaning of acidus is nothing but sour. Sour we call it as acidus, but later on we are going to call it as acid. Understood? Okay, so just remember, what is the color of the acid? I mean, what is the taste of the acid? Sour in taste. And what should be the color if you want to say it is an acid? It should remain as in the red color. And which ions are produced? Hydrogen ions. Which gas is produced? Hydrogen gas is produced. So these are the 3 important points which you need to remember here. Is this clear? Good. Now let me come back to classification of acids. Children, now generally we classify acids into 3 types. I mean to say 4 types. Okay, as you can see here, children, please make sure that this topic what I am discussing, it holds good and also it is very helpful for you all. Okay, so let me classify them. So here we have 4 types, that is strong acid. It's not types, I can tell you, it's just been classified. Okay, we are going to classify the acids as strong acids, weak acids, concentrated acids and dilute acid. Children, what I just like to tell here, just a minute. Okay, let me to choose this color. Okay, now what is strong acid? What do we mean by strong acid? Strong acid bole to kya hai? Children, you need to remember few basic things related to this. I can assure you that from this topic you can expect one question definitely from this topic. Okay, what this topic concepts related to? Let me to speak about those things first. Strong acids. What is strong acids? See children, strong acids are nothing but, in this the reaction will take place very fast. Point number 1, the reaction will take place very fast. If the reaction is fast, then we can say that those acids are strong acids. अगर से कोई भी आप रिएक्शन कर रहे हैं उसमें रिएक्शन बहुत फास्ट हो रहा है तो समझ लीजिएगा कि वो जो एसिड जो आप यूज किए हैं वो स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड्स है. गॉट इट? दोज आर स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड्स. एंड नेक्स्ट पॉइंट नंबर 2. Remember children, this is very important point, very important point, as based on this even one question has appeared in your model paper 1 of KSEB reduced syllabus. You have seen, and one question has asked from this part. What is that question is, if the acids are strong or if they are strong acids, the dissociation of ions will take place completely. I'll give one small example. Okay, let me to take a beaker. I have some amount of solution in this. Now what I will do, I will add some substances in this. I will react this with the solution. Now we can see the product. Here, as you can see. Now final product, what happens, as you can see, they are completely dissolved. Understood? This is called as dissociation of ions completely. So completely they are, the solution has completely dissolved. Understood? So this is called as dissociation of ions completely. So here this particles are combined with the solution particles. These substances are combined with the solution particles. Understood? Completely. That is called as dissociation of ions completely. If the dissociation of ions takes place completely, then we can call them as strong acids. समझ में आ रहा है? जब आप दो चीजों को कंबाइन कर रहे हैं तो कंप्लीटली वो डिसॉल्व हो रहे हैं, कंप्लीटली वो डिसोसिएट हो रहे हैं, कंप्लीटली वो ज्वाइन हो रहे हैं. ओके, so we call them as strong acids. Any doubts? Good. Now the example of strong acid, that is hydrochloric acid, HCl, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, HNO3 is nothing but nitric acid. So these are the very strong acids. Understood? The very first position of the strong acid is, remember, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is the very strong acid. It remains in the position number 1. You should not forget it. Any doubts? You understood now what is strong acids? Here in strong acids the reaction will take place very fast and dissociation of ions will take place completely. Hence we call them as strong acids. Now what are weak acids? See children, weak acids are nothing but, here the reaction will be slow. It's not like completely dead. It means the reaction will take place it will take place very slowly. Okay, जो भी reaction हो रहा है तो slow reaction होगा. Okay, reaction कैसा होगा? Slowly वो क्या करेंगे, particles एक दूसरे के साथ में react करेंगे. तो ऐसे reaction को हम बोलते हैं weak acids. Understood? If the reaction is taking place very slow, okay, then we call them as weak acids. And next point number 2, the dissociation of ions will take place partially. The dissociation of ions will take place partially. Sir, what does it mean? Example, I'll tell you. I'll take one substance. I will take the beaker. I have a solution in this. In this solution, what I do, I have added some substances in this. Now what is the product? As you can see, the product will remain like this. Understood? As you can see, some particles have dissolved and some particles, you can see, it remains as it is. Understood? So we call them as weak acids. जब हम एक दूसरे को जब हम कंबाइन करेंगे तो आप देख सकते हैं कुछ पार्टिकल्स कंप्लीटली डिसॉल्व हो चुके हैं और कुछ पार्टिकल्स आप देख सकते हैं कि वो डिसॉल्व नहीं हुए हैं, वो रिएक्ट नहीं हुए हैं. इधर सारे पार्टिकल्स रिएक्ट हो गए थे एक दूसरे के साथ. इधर पे हम देख सकते हैं सारे पार्टिकल्स एक दूसरे के साथ में रिएक्ट नहीं हुए हैं. कुछ पार्टिकल्स रिएक्ट हुए हैं और कुछ पार्टिकल्स अभी अनरिएक्टिव हैं. अंडरस्टूड? सो दिस आर कॉल्ड एज वीक एसिड्स. Here we can see some particles remains as it is and some particles have reacted with other particles. So we call them as weak acids. So here the one thing you need to remember, here dissociation of ions will take place completely, here dissociation of ions will take place partially. Understood? Good. Children, before I could go for the next topic, I just want to complete this topic here itself. Okay. Now let me to say about bases. Let it be strong base or weak base or whatever it is. Okay. Let it be anything. Just I like to tell you about the concept of base also here only. Let me to wind up the topic here, because later on I may forget it. That's the reason. Now, if the acids are strong acids, we have seen the dissociation is completely, and if it is weak acid, the dissociation of particles is taking place. I mean, dissociation of ions are going to take place partially. If they are bases, what about bases? Let it be strong base or weak base, whatever it is, forget it. Whether the base is strong or whether the base is weak, let it be anything. But remember, the base, I mean, in this case, the dissociation of ions will not take place. इसके अंदर जब आप देख सकते हैं कि बेसिस के अंदर आयन्स ही फॉर्म नहीं होंगे, there is no ions formation, the dissociation of ions will not at all takes place. इसमें एटलीस्ट कंप्लीटली हो रहा है, इसमें पार्शियली हो रहा है, लेकिन इसमें कुछ भी नहीं होगा. The dissociation of ions will not takes place. Remember this. This is a major difference between strong acids and base. If I have to give you one difference between acids and base, here the dissociation of ions will takes place, but in this case bases, in acid the dissociation of ions will takes place, but in bases the dissociation of ions will not takes place. So this is the major difference between acids and bases. Got my point? This is the major difference. Still we have many differences, but as per the dissociation of ions, in acids it will takes place, but in case of bases it doesn't takes place. Any doubts? I hope you have understood all the complete basics about the acids and bases. Got it? Very good, children. Now I just go with the concept strong acids. Now let me to speak about, I'm just going to erase this part because the main content is here for that reason. Okay, good. Now see, children, okay, fine. I hope you are understanding the concepts clearly. Good. Now let me see here, what is concentrated acid and what is dilute acid. I'll give one small example to make you people to understand what is concentrated and what is dilute. Children, in Hindi we call them as अगर से आप दूध मिल्क बोलते हैं ना, दूध खा लो. ओके, अगर से वो गाढ़ा है, वो दूध क्या है, गाढ़ा है, तो हम उसको बोलते हैं कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड. अगर से वो पतला है उसको बोलते हैं डाइल्यूट. अगर से दूध, आपका जो दूध है, मिल्क है, वो अगर से वो गाढ़ा है तो उसको हम बोलते हैं कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड. अगर से वो पतला है उसको हम बोलते हैं डाइल्यूट. आई विल गिव वन स्मॉल एग्जांपल. आप 1 लीटर मिल्क लीजिए. टेक 1 लीटर ऑफ मिल्क, इन दैट ऐड क्वार्टर लीटर्स ऑफ वाटर. क्वार्टर लीटर ऑफ वाटर. दिस इज फर्स्ट केस. इन सेकेंड केस, टेक 1 लीटर ऑफ मिल्क, in that add 10 liters of water. 10 liters of water. Can you tell me the difference? How this both behaves? What is the concentration in this both the cases? इसमें हम क्या करके हैं, 1 लीटर दूध में पौ लीटर पानी मिलाए हैं. इसमें 1 लीटर दूध में 10 लीटर पानी मिलाए. ओके, 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಹಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ 1/4 ಲೀಟರ್ ನೀರು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. 1/4 ಲೀಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅರ್ಧ ಲೀಟ್ರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಧ ಲೀಟ್ರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಹಾಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಧ ಲೀಟರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಹಾಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಲೀಟರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ನೀವು ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? ಕೆನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್? ಎಸ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ವೇರ್ more amount of acid is there. Here what happens after you combine this both, but still you can see the concentration of acid is more. Okay, in this case you can see here water is nothing but, I mean the milk is nothing but acid. Assume here milk is nothing but acid. Here we can see the amount of acid is more then it is called as concentrated acid. Here we can see the amount of acid is less, then we call it as dilute. Is this clear? Okay, this is what here we are telling. Having more amount of acid, less amount of water is concentrated acid. Having more amount of water and less amount of acid is dilute acid. Understood? ओके अगर से कोई भी चीज आप गाढ़ा देख रहे हैं, ओके उसका थिकनेस ज्यादा है तो उसको हम बोलते हैं कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड एसिड. अगर से उसका थिकनेस या उसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम है तो हम उसको बोलते हैं डाइल्यूट एसिड. ओके, नाउ we come across with bases. Now let me discuss the concept bases. Childrens, the bases taste is, they are bitter in taste. Remember, this is one of the important point. Bitter in taste and they are soapy in touch. My dear students, I will just like to tell you that from this point you can expect one question definitely. Okay, the examiner can choose the question from this point. Okay, soapy in touch, you should not forget it. The bases taste are bitter in taste and soapy in touch. अगर से उसका जो टच है, जो उसका फील है, I mean जब भी हम उसको टच करते हैं या उसको हम जो फील करते हैं, अगर से वो सोपी इन टच है, जैसा आप साबुन को पकड़ते हैं, when you touch a soap, you have seen the feeling of that. Yes, if the touch is soapy, then those substances are nothing but bases. Remember, they may ask you in any of the form this point, but remember, just feel it, just imagine it and try to attempt the answer. If they have mentioned anywhere like soapy in touch, if the touch is like a soapy in nature, then definitely remember children, the question is based on bases. Okay. Next, the red litmus solution turns into blue. As I have said you in the before case, if they remain blue, let it be before or after, okay, then it is said to be base. In that case I said you red color, right? Here it is blue color. अगर से आप रेड लिटमस को एक सोल्यूशन में डाल रहे हैं तो ब्लू में चेंज हो रहा है, देन इट इज बेस. अगर से ब्लू लिटमस है सोल्यूशन में डाल रहे हैं तो फिर भी वो ब्लू ही है, तो भी वो हम उसको क्या बोलते हैं? बेस. एनी डाउट्स? गुड. एंड रिमेंबर चिल्ड्रंस हियर वन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, they produce us OH minus ions in aqueous solution. So which ions they are going to produce? OH minus, that is hydroxide ions. Hydroxide ions are going to be produced. Okay, इसमें कौन से ions form होंगे? OH minus ions are going to form. Remember children, the major difference between acid and base here, in acids they produce H plus ions, in bases they produce OH minus ions. This is one more difference between acids and bases. So base are going to produce OH minus ions. Now what are strong base and weak base? As I have said you that, okay, let it be strong base or weak base. Okay, here the reaction will be fast in strong base and in weak base the reaction will be slow. Children, in weak acid I forgotten to tell you the example. The very weak base is acetic acid. CH3COOH is known as acetic acid. Children, this we commonly use this word in the entire chapter and also with other chapters also. You should not forget this. If they ask you the question like which is the strong acid, then you should say hydrochloric acid. Which is the weak base, then you should say acetic acid. You should not forget these names. Okay, the very strong acid is hydrochloric acid, the very weak base is acetic acid. Okay, and oxalic acid we have, lactic acid we have, these all are weak acids. Now coming back to the strong base, the strong base is sodium hydroxide NaOH, potassium hydroxide KOH, calcium hydroxide CaOH twice. Understood? And the weak base is NH4OH, that is ammonium hydroxide. If they ask you which is the strong base, then you should say sodium hydroxide. Which is the weak base, then you should say ammonium hydroxide. Now as we have seen one thing before, I said you that before I could tell that point, I just want to tell one more difference between acid and base here. Acids and base. Okay, usually maximum acids are soluble in water. Remember children, all the acids are soluble in water. अगर से कोई भी एसिड अब जब वाटर में डालेंगे तो completely dissolve हो जाएगा, soluble हो जाएगा, mix हो जाएगा एसिड के साथ में. But in case of base, they are not soluble in water. They are not soluble in water. Remember, this is the major difference between acid and base. Usually acids are soluble in water, but bases are not soluble in water. Almost, I can tell you that 99.99% all the acids are soluble in water. Okay, but in case of bases, I can tell you that around 60% they are not soluble in water. Not 60, let it be 80% also. Okay, but maximum they are not soluble in water. But some bases are there as per the property of base, as per the main property of base, they are telling that we are not going to dissolve in water, we are not going to combine with water. But some bases they are telling that, sir, we want to dissolve in water. All what base what the base head is telling, you should not dissolve in water. But some bases came out and they are against to the boss, they are acting against to the boss. What they are telling, sir, we want to dissolve with water. Then this team, we call them as alkalis, we call them as alkali or alkalis. Understood? These are the bases which are soluble in water. Remember children, I have said you that usually bases are not dissolved in water, are not soluble in water, but some bases are there, they are soluble in water. Remember, very important point, very important question. Children, this question has appeared in the exam. The question can be asked for you in this form. What are alkalis? Give an example. What could be the question? What are alkalis? Give an example. So what should be the answer? Alkalis are the bases. These are the bases. Alkalis are nothing but these are the bases. They are belongs to bases. Okay, but they are soluble in water. But they are soluble in water. So we call them as alkalis. Example: sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and calcium hydroxide. So as I have said you that strong bases, I gave the example of strong bases. Yes, these are the strong bases. So here we can say somewhat, we can give the connection between these both as strong bases are nothing but alkalis, or alkalis are nothing but strong bases. But I can't say you that all strong bases are alkalis, but few. I can in your further studies you will understand still more detail about these concepts. But right now you should remember the major thing. What are alkalis? Alkalis are the bases, and you can expect a question like this: alkalis are acids or bases? Can you tell me? Alkalis belongs to acids or bases? Remember children, alkalis belongs to bases. You should not forget it. Alkalis are nothing but bases. They have some property of acid. They are actual bases, but they have some property of acid. Okay, you can get a question like this: name the base which acts as an acid. Name the base which acts as an acid. So which are the bases acts as an acid? Alkalis. You should not forget this. You understood now the question? Name the base. अब एक बेस ऐसा बताओ कि वो एसिड के जैसा एक्ट करता है, एसिड के जैसा दिखता है, या एसिड के जैसा परफॉर्म करता है. ओके, सो नेम द बेस विच एक्ट्स एज एन एसिड or which has some properties of acid, that is alkalis. Alkalis are those which are dissolved in water and they somewhat behave like an acid. They are going to work like an acid. Any doubts? Now we come back to the one more topic. Those are salts. So these are the compounds formed when the acid and base are going to react with each other. जब कोई भी एक acid या base दोनों के साथ में react होता है, these are the compounds formed from the reaction of acids and bases. एक acid किसी के साथ में react हो रहा है या base किसी के साथ में react हो रहा है, तो क्या produce होगा? Salt produce होगा. Okay, if acid is reacting with some substance or base is reacting with some substance, acid is reacting with some substance or base is reacting with substance, or let it be acid and base both are reacting with each other. Understood? So what is produced? We can say here salts are produced. What is produced? Salts are produced. Generally we can say that salts are produced. Now let's see what does it mean. What does it mean? Example, let me take sodium chloride and potassium chloride. Sodium chloride and potassium chloride. So these are the few examples of salt. Sodium chloride is a salt and KCl is potassium chloride is also a salt. Okay, good. Now we come back with the next topic, indicators. Okay, say children, what are indicators? Indicators means what? Say children, now whether you are preparing well or not, how you are studying, how can I get to know whether you are studying or not? How do you identify whether you are doing or not? So what we do, we will conduct test. From test performance we can ensure that yes, your preparation is going well or it is not going well. Am I right? Good. Now you go to some shop, to buy something. So what do? You see that, you feel it, right? You have some experience about it, or so and so. By using these all terms and conditions, you buy that. Here also similarly we are doing the same thing. So indicators are nothing but these are the substances which change their color or smell in different types of substances. Okay, indicators बोले तो अगर से वो क्या है आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है. We need to identify that substance is acid or base. What I need to do? I need to check whether it is acid or base. Then what we do? We use indicators. Indicators are those substances which is used or which is helpful to identify whether the given solution is acid or base. Those are called as indicators. Any doubts? Indicators are those substances. वो क्या है indicators? हम indicators को use करते हैं कि identify करने के लिए जो solution हमारे को जो दिया गया है, the solution what they have given, it is acid or base. I want to check whether it is acid or base. Understood my point? So we use indicators to check. Now here, how can you check whether it is acid or base? So can we taste it? Can we taste this? Can we taste and tell whether it is acid or base? Definitely don't do that, children. Okay, don't do. Just by tasting you cannot say whether it is acid or base. Remember this point. Okay, because and also I can tell you that in some conditions we can taste and tell also. It's not like I am not saying you should not taste at all. Certain things are there where we taste and tell. That is definitely yes. But in maximum cases you should not taste and tell. So what we do? How can we identify whether it is acid or base? So what we did, we started using natural indicators. We have started using synthetic indicators. We started using olfactory indicators, and also we started using universal indicator. So these are the types of indicators. If they ask you the question like this, what are indicators, and mention it types or write it types or write the classification of indicators, then you should write the answer in such a way. Indicators are the substances which is used to identify whether the given solution is acid or base. Understood? Now in some cases we see the color and we tell whether it is acid or base. We smell it, we tell whether it is acid or base. We change some properties of it and we tell whether it is acid or base. Understood? So based on this condition, but right now you can just go with these 2 points by seeing their color and by smelling it. By smelling also we can tell whether it is acid or base. Now natural indicators, they found in nature in plants. They are found in nature in plants. We use the natural indicators, they are found in plants. Example, litmus, red cabbage leaves, extract, flowers of hydrangea plant, turmeric. Okay, these all are natural indicators. Synthetic indicators, these are the chemical substances. Synthetic indicators are nothing but which we have prepared. Natural indicators means it is naturally occurred. Synthetic means synthetic is nothing but artificial. Understood? Man-made. Those are called as synthetic indicators. So by using some chemical substances, we can identify whether it is acid or base. Example, methyl orange and phenolphthalein. So these are synthetic indicators. Children, so I can tell you one thing, for your examination point of view, these examples are important. Understood? And olfactory indicators, these substances have different order. Order means what? Smell. Order is nothing but smell in acids and bases. By seeing their smell, we can detect whether it is acid or base. And about universal indicator, we discussed later on. No need to worry. We have one topic itself related to that universal indicator. Anyhow, we are going to study about those things. Okay, later on. Now, I hope you have understood. Now, here we have given some examples, indicators. I said you as like natural indicator, litmus. So, what will be the color? That is red color. Because it is natural indicator, right? So, we are just going with the what? We are just going with the color. So, natural indicators usually we go with the color. Synthetic indicators also we go with respect to color. But olfactory indicators we go with respect to smell. Understood? Good. Now as you can see, if it is litmus, color in acidic solution, if the solution is acidic, then it changes into red color. If the given solution is base, then it changes to blue color. Red cabbage leaf extract, if it is acid, red. If it is base, green color. It shows green color. Remember, it shows green color because it is modified. Red cabbage leaf extract is nothing but it is modified, for that reason green color. Just remember the names of this. If flower of hydrangea plant, if it is acid, it shows blue color. If it is base, it shows pink color. Turmeric, if it is acid, no change. If it is base, red color. See children, it is just differing with the things what we have studied earlier, right? If it is base, also we can see it showing red color. So you just need to remember these points about these all things, about the modified generic plants are things. Anyhow, we are going to study in your organic chemistry of your higher grades. But just right now you remember these conditions. That is more than sufficient. Now synthetic indicators, phenolphthalein, it is colorless. If it is acid, colorless. If it is base, pink color. Methyl orange, if it is acid, red color. If it is base, yellow color. Now olfactory indicators, example onion. Characteristic smell, as you have seen the smell of the onion. Sometimes you may get a cry also, right? You may cry also while you are peeling the onion. Okay, that kind of smell we call it as characteristic smell. If it is base, no smell. Vanilla essence, it retains smell. If it is base, no smell. Clove oil, it remains same smell, and if it is base, loses smell. Just you go with these basic things. I hope you are understanding the concepts. Now children, I just wind up this class here. Okay, I hope this is part 1 what I have done. Almost I think so we get 4 parts in this for this chapter. Please let me know how was this class and how did you how much it is helpful for you all by seeing your comments and by seeing what exactly you people need. I will try to make the videos on such type. Understood? So now I just have given some basic information related to this chapter. Anyhow, inshallah, I'll just proceed further as I just show you the next slide. What it will be in such a way. As you can see, chemical properties of acids and bases. So we can see how the reaction is happening in just small slides or small shortcuts. We are going to complete the entire unit. Understood? So I have just completed the intro of this chapter. I hope you have liked this class. If you have liked this class or if you want more classes like this, please comment me in the below description box and also try to comment how was this class and what videos what you people need. You can just let me know. Definitely I am going to help you in for those all the things. Okay, so children, this is the revision of this chapter. Okay, this is the revision of this chapter what I am doing here, and I can tell you, like, wish you all the best of luck and do well, and keep watching our videos and to upgrade your knowledge, and also to clear your upcoming board exam, and also I can tell you to pass or to score in the upcoming final board exam of Karnataka State Board. Your efficiency, if you want to increase, or if your percentage if you want to increase, you can just follow this channel. Okay, so definitely I will try my level best to help you out. Being I am the teacher, it's my responsibility and duty. During this pandemic, I need to help each and everyone. Let it be my own coaching center students, or let it be the schools where I am visiting as a guest faculty, or let it be the schools where I am the regular teacher. Okay, I have to play the same role each and every place. Got it? Wish you all the best of luck once again. And children, kindly ask your other friends also to follow my channel. Okay, for these all videos, I mean to say, for the present explanation what I have done, you are not going to get any PDF. Just listen to the explanation and try to make a very important points and just go ahead. And later on, when I give you the question answers or something like that, please prepare for those things and try to answer. This explanation is very important in science, especially without explanation or without the basic knowledge you cannot able to pass as well. Sometimes you can pass somehow, but you cannot able to score without the basic core knowledge. Okay, thank you children, and keep watching once again to my channel. I am there with you all. No need to worry, no need to get fear till when the Faisal sir is here. Thank you, take care, bye bye.